you're looking into buying the M4 iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard, there's a couple things you need to consider because the 11-inch and 13-inch models have quite a few differences in the Magic Keyboards that they offer, so you want to make sure that you make the right choice. So in this video, we're going to compare the 11-inch iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard setup to the 13-inch iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard to help you decide which is the right one for you. The first thing you'll notice whenever you compare them side by side is the 13-inch one does have a deeper footprint on the case itself, and it's also wider, which gives you a couple of nice advantages, like the fact that the keys are a little bit wider than the ones on the 11-inch. So the 13-inch keys are very similar to a MacBook Pro or MacBook Air's key size, and it feels very comfortable, very spacious to type on. They both have the same key travel, and the typing on them feels about the same, but the keys on the 11-inch are a little bit tighter, and they're also smaller keys. So the 11-inch keys measure 15.5 millimeters wide, and this 13-inch keys measure about 16.4 millimeters wide. So you do get larger keys on the 13-inch, and they're also spread farther apart. So I find the 13-inch to be a little bit easier to type on. I did notice also on the 13-inch, you get more space to put your palms on the side of it, which also makes it feel like a more comfortable typing experience, especially if you're on a solid surface because there's more space for you to work with. Also, you get a bigger trackpad on the 13-inch than the 11-inch. Although in the real world, I didn't find one trackpad to feel better or to perform better than the other. I will say, if you've never used one of the iPad Pro Magic Keyboards, you're going to find that the 13-inch one does feel a lot more familiar because it's got that same spacing and sizing as any of Apple's laptops. So if I go back and forth between the MacBook Air to the 13-inch iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard, then the case feels a lot better to type on. The 11-inch one, some people say feels very crammed to type on. I've had 11-inch iPad Pros for years, and to me, the Magic Keyboard case feels fine. I can still type very quickly and accurately on it. But if you're just getting started in the world of the iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard case, the 11-inch will definitely have a crammed feel to you. Also, I'd say I have average size hands. If you have larger hands, you also might find it harder to type on it. But all the keys are exactly the same. You get the same exact function row on the 11-inch and the 13-inch. You get the same trackpad that performs great on both of them. And they also both have this really nice aluminum top, backlit keys. And then on the side of both of these keyboard cases, there's also a USB-C pass-through port to charge the iPad. They also both work exactly the same. There's no batteries. You just magnetically attach your iPad Pro, and that provides both the power and the data, which makes it work really well. So I love both of these cases. I do find the 13-inch feels more like using a laptop. The 11-inch feels tighter, but once you get used to it, to me, it still has a really great typing performance. The next thing that you will notice between them is the actual physical size of these. Unfortunately, either of these Magic Keyboard cases is going to add significant weight to the iPad itself, but the whole 11-inch iPad Pro setup with the Magic Keyboard weighs 1,023 grams, and the 13-inch setup weighs 1,242 grams. So this one weighs about half a pound more than the 11-inch, but it kind of makes sense though because you've got a larger screen to work with as well. You can also get both of these cases either in black or white. If you get the 11-inch case, this is going to come in at $300. The 13-inch Magic Keyboard goes for $350. And the 13-inch iPad Pro is about $300 more expensive than the 11-inch typically. So if you want to get this 13-inch setup, you're going to be spending $350 more than the equivalent 11-inch model. With this setup where we got the 11-inch on top of the 13-inch, you can see that you add just a little bit more width and height to the overall iPad setup. But this is also going to make the depth of the keyboard case bigger as well. So if you're using this on an airplane, it might be a little bit tighter of a squeeze. Also, I did find the 11-inch to me is a little bit more comfortable to type with on my lap because of that smaller footprint. Both of these feel solid and tactile to type on, but I will say the 13-inch definitely feels like it has a little bit more wobble to it if you're using it on your lap, probably just because there's more surface area on it that can move. With the 11-inch, I don't really notice the screen moving at all. Some people have said the 13-inch, they feel like the screen is vibrating back and forth. Sometimes I do notice a little bit of crookedness with it if I'm typing with it on my lap compared to the 11-inch, probably just because the whole size of it is a little bit bigger. So when comparing the typing performance side by side, I did notice I felt a little bit more confident in my ability to type on the 13-inch because I didn't have to worry as much about hitting the wrong keystroke as I was typing. With the 11-inch, with the keys being a little tighter, if you go back and forth between them, you will feel like it's a little bit harder to nail the accurate keystroke every time, especially if you're used to using a full-size keyboard on a laptop. These both also have the cantilever design. They both give you the same amount of articulation where it's very easy to adjust the angle of your iPad screen, and I find them both to be very easy to use, whether it's on a desktop surface or they also work great on a couch or on your lap as well. So both of these add the very nice trackpad and great typing performance to the iPad, and I also really like using gestures with the trackpad on it to change back and forth between apps. and using a cursor on iPad OS also works great. So in this video, we're really focused on the actual Magic Keyboard setup as a whole for the 11-inch or 13-inch iPad Pro M4. There's a couple things that I think you need to consider if you're trying to decide between the two of these. Of course, the main difference between the 13-inch and the 11-inch is the actual screen size itself. And even just having them right here side by side, we get more real estate on this website and then more space where we can type notes on a secondary window. So if you're doing a lot of research projects and you need to have multiple windows open and you don't want to be switching back and forth between apps, you might appreciate the extra space that you get on the 13-inch. But if we go over here and look at the 11-inch right beside it, we're seeing we're really just losing a little bit of height on the web page and also just a smidge of width if we're in the split view mode. To me, just looking at these side by side, I don't feel like the difference is huge between the actual 13-inch and 11-inch in terms of how much productivity work I would be able to get done. You can always have your windows open just a little bit bigger, switch back between them, and then you just have to scroll a little bit more, which is still going to be totally fine. So to me, the actual screen size and real estate that you get using these cases is pretty negligible. I think you can really get around the slightly taller screen that the 13-inch has over the 11-inch. To me, where you're really going to notice the big difference between the two of these is how much space you have for your palms on the front and also the depth that this is going to take up whenever you've got it on a surface. You're also going to notice how close the keys are together when you type. So to me, you really need to decide, are you okay with the sleek and minimal setup? Because this is the one I prefer because it's so small and so easy to fit anywhere. And I mostly just use my iPad to type notes, type emails, browse the web, and do some light research projects on it. So to me, the 11-inch size is great, and I don't find that the smaller spot for my palms gets in my way. And I've also really got used to the smaller key size over the years. But if you have bigger hands and you're afraid of not having enough space to actually rest your hands on the smaller keyboard, that's when you should get the 13-inch because it's going to give you the slightly wider keys, more space in between the keys. It just feels a little bit more like using a laptop. To me, the weight difference is pretty negligible. I know the 13-inch one does weigh more than the 11-inch, but whenever you hold them side by side, because of the extra size of the 13-inch, it doesn't feel blown out of proportion or anything. So to me, you really just need to decide, do you want the tighter keyboard or do you want the wider keyboard? Do you want it to take up a little bit more depth or do you need the smallest possible footprint? If you want the smaller footprint, better lap typing performance, that's when I would get the 11-inch version. If you need a little bit more screen real estate and if you have bigger hands, that's when I would get the 13-inch. Overall, I love both of these setups. If you're interested in buying the 11-inch iPad Pro with Magic Keyboard or the 13-inch, I do have links to buy in the description below. If you disagree with me, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear them. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content.